Hi everyone! Happy Tuesday! It is Tuesday, right? Yeah, I think it's Tuesday. Uh, so, I hope everyone is having a great Tuesday. It's really dreary outside today, and we were supposed to go to the vet with the stray cat, who has an eye infection, and the cat has just not shown up at all today, so no vets. So they just said to call in when we see the cat and see if we can bring the cat in. So besides waiting around the house all day seeing if a cat shows up, I'm bored. So I'm going to go live. So I absolutely tried to go live yesterday, and I was not having a good day yesterday. I was feeling sick. I just feel worn down after having the flu, and I almost felt like I was about to get sick again. And I hope I'm not. I really do. I was just starting to feel better, but I think my immune system is just really worn down right now. That can happen when you have immune system problems. I have Hashimoto's disease, which is from hypothyroidism, and it's basically an autoimmune disease. So I get sick quite often, and when I do get sick, I get sick, really bad. I'm usually put in the hospital. I've had pneumonia too many times. I had a really nasty chest and lung infection last August, which led to the doctors telling me I had compromised lungs. And I was a smoker. So now I'm about 4.5 months smoke-free. So that is a major accomplishment for me, because cigarettes was one of those things that I was addicted to pretty badly. But thankfully I have the type of personality where I can kind of just cut it off, and I can do pretty good with getting away from the addictions. I say addictions, but tobacco is really one of the only addictions I've ever had. Yeah, so I'm saying today is Tuesday tea. I've got my tea. And I wanted to talk about some stuff while doing makeup. Today I want to go for a really nice bronze, glowy, natural look. I want to liven up my face, even though the weather outside is awful. Yeah, so Tuesday tea is basically going to be about health. Obviously, I've just told you that I have Hashimoto's disease. So I don't know why I just thought this, but So I've been thinking a lot about children lately, and I've always wanted a baby, since my teenage years. I've always been that type of woman who's just, I want children, I want a baby, I'm not going to say that it would make my life feel complete, but in a way I feel like it's definitely something that would not completely fulfill me, but it definitely would, it would just make my heart full. And I have just recently found out, and I don't know why I've just found this out, because I've had hypothyroidism since before the age of 21. I was diagnosed with it at 21. And then I found out I had Hashimoto's disease at 24. And I just found out, and I'm about to be 29 in 3 days. So it's been like 8 years of having these problems. And I just found out that Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism can affect your fertility. It can actually make it hard to get pregnant. And I mean, I should have kind of known this because I've had problems with that monthly time, time of the month. You know, sometimes I just don't get it for months. Sometimes I've gotten it and it's the pain and everything else is mind-blowing. When I was 21, it completely stopped. Like, I didn't have my time of the month for over a year, and it was scary. I was seen, and they gave me these pills to take to start it up again, and I remember that they worked for a couple of days, and then I just stopped having it again. And then I went on birth control. I had the implanted in my arm, and I didn't see, you know, I just expected not to get my period again until I got it taken out. And I had it taken out when I was 24, when I found out that I had Hashimoto's disease. And since then, it's like been on and off. And then I just keep thinking about this so much. It's weighing really heavily on my mind. And I feel like it's because I need to talk to people about it. Like, it's not good to hold stuff inside. And I didn't know it, but I was pregnant back in December. And it only went a few weeks in, and unfortunately it didn't come to anything. So I was about 5 to 6 weeks in my pregnancy, and I lost the pregnancy, and that was like a really confusing thing for me because, first of all, I didn't know I was pregnant. Second of all, it was so early on, only a few weeks in, so it was confusing, definitely. But it's also kind of like a hopeful situation because it's like, okay, so on the bright side, I am able to get pregnant, which is amazing news. So 2020 is definitely going to be all about my health. It's going to be about researching and getting to the GP and finding out exactly what we can do to make me be able to just be as healthy as I can be. You know, especially just for my own health, not even just for the health of, you know, to be able to carry a baby, but for myself. I think that's definitely important. Making sure that we're all healthy. So, if you've ever had any sort of issues, you know, fertility-wise or health-wise, leave me a comment, or my inbox is always open. Send me a message. I love talking to people, and I love, you know, just being able to be an open ear if you need someone to talk to, because I definitely have needed people to talk to since I've been having my own issues. And I'm so grateful for Facebook and for having an open platform where you can talk about stuff. It just definitely makes a world of a difference to be able to have people, you know, at the click of a button, ready to talk. So I'm going in with a bit of a darker foundation, of course, because you can see how pale I am here, and still have my tanner on, so I have to match my face to my body. So yeah, yesterday I tried to come on live. My phone died. Twice, actually. The first time when I was on Facebook, my phone died right at the end of my live. And then I wasn't able to put that on YouTube. It wouldn't let me for some reason. And then I tried to record a video for YouTube, and my phone died. So it didn't even keep what I had recorded. It got deleted, so I wasn't even able to upload that. Yesterday was just not my day. Yesterday was definitely a very Monday. One of those Mondays where you're feeling it. Alright, at least now my face matches my neck a little bit better. Alright, so I've noticed that a lot of people don't actually put their foundation all over their eyes like I have been. And I just realized that that's because obviously you're going to put your concealer and your base and your eyeshadow on your eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and not put my foundation on my eyes. I do have a hair. It's attached to my head. Well, I cannot believe that cat did not show up. He has quite a nasty infection in his eye, and he really needs to go to the vet. I think because we brought the cat carrier into the house yesterday and he was sniffing it when he came in for a few minutes. And he was sniffing the cat carrier. I think he realized that that was for him. He's like, I am not going to the vet. I know what happens when I'm put in this cage, and I'm not doing it. Alright. So I'm just going to go in with my wet beauty blender. Look at what happened. I cleaned all my brushes and my blender last night, and I was squeezing it dry, and I just split it in half. So sad, but I'm still going to use it. So I'm just going to pat in my foundation that I just did with my brush. I am loving this technique so much. I feel like I'm going to tell you guys this every video. But just doing the brush alone with your foundation, take it one step further and pat it in with your beauty blender. because it gives such a nice coverage. I feel like it's just patting it right into the skin, and it's blending completely. It's not just sitting on top of the skin. It's blending it right in. Alright, that's nice. So, I wanted to do the natural look today. So, I think I'm just gonna, instead of doing like a full contour, I'm just gonna go in with my bronzing contour and I'm gonna contour that way. Which is a really great, quick way of doing contour instead of, you know, taking your, well, I have a concealer palette, taking my concealer palette and doing the contour with cream and having to blend that in. Just gonna grab this. So I've got my bronzer. If you get a good bronzer, you can do so much with bronzer. Like I said, you can do your contour with your bronzer. You can do eyeshadow with your bronzer. As you all know, I love framing my face for contouring. It's giving a really nice glow. There goes my phone holder. Stay. Do you think I can get this stick up? Stay there. Stay. Alright, here we go. just carving out the jawbone. Sounds like a surgical procedure. And that's what we want. We want the surgical procedure without the surgery. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go in and clean up my contour lines a little bit with some concealer. All right. I go ahead and take one of my bigger eyeshadow brushes here. It's concealer. I draw out the line. And I'm going to put my concealer in all the places that I want to conceal or highlight, which in this case, I like to highlight and draw attention towards the center of my face. It's a little low. All towards the center of my face. And around my eye. All right. Now I'm going to take my beauty blender. I'm going to spray it. Tea time. I'm just going to blend it out. For this, I always want to make sure that my blender is misted enough. Alright, so that is perfect contour for me. Just gonna go back in with a little bit of my bronzer again, my lighter color bronzer. And just go right over that. And I don't like too dramatic of a line, so I've just brushed over that again and then gone into the line just a bit with my beauty blender. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna use our fingers today, and I'm just gonna spray the tips of my fingers. This is a really great trick if you're not that great with contouring your nose. So I'm gonna go in with my dark concealer color. And I'm going to just dot the side of my nose. Where I want it contoured. And then go in with my fingers. Perfect. Now, just gonna lightly pat it out. Right. Gonna go back in with my concealer brush, go right down the middle again. Perfect. Alright, now I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of blush. And I think that I'm gonna go in with my deeper kind of mauve blush color. And I very lightly, like I'm barely touching my cheek with my brush. Just gonna do a little over my nose. And I noticed my concealer is a little streaky. Just gonna pat that down. Alright, now I'm gonna go in with my setting powder. And just going to set this. Especially underneath my eyes where the concealer was. Nose. And last step is I'm going to go back in real quick with my other blush. I have more of a purpley blush color. And I'm going to make sure to tap that out a lot because I'm going to do a very light I'm going to take my setting powder brush because I used a little too much. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to do my eyebrows next. And because I have more time today, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my, I don't even know what you call this, brow pomade. Complete brain fart right there. All right. Got an itch. Of course I have an itch as soon as everything's set. All right. So I'm going to just get this misted down. And what I would do is I just go in there and I make it so that's more malleable. Just press it so that it's all over my brush, and then I'm just going to kind of clean it off and go back in so that it's more just right on the edge. Alright. I'm going to brush them first into the shape that I want. This eyebrow is wacky. I do not understand what I've done, but this eyebrow definitely needs some help. Let's start with the easier one first. So basically, I've just underlined the bottom. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to make both hands. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to line the top. But starting from the halfway mark, filling out that arch. Bringing it down. Might need to play with the hairs a little bit. Alright. It's looking better. So now I'm going to brush those hairs down and then brush that bottom line up. The pomade always takes me longer than my eyebrow pencil. My eye is getting watery. Yeah, so doing the eyebrow pomade always takes me longer than the eyebrow pencil, but I think it is so worth it. I think it just comes out looking so much more crisp, cleaner, and just way better cut out with the eyebrow pomade. You can pick up eyebrow pomade at basically any drugstore. I think that I got mine at the beauty supply store. What was it called? I completely forget what that place was called. I used to go there all the time too. If anyone remembers, help me out. Alright, so this eyebrow is basically looking exactly how I want it to look. Minus a few things. It's always minus a few things. But it's looking pretty good. I think I need to bring my arch up a little bit. Perfect. I like that. You know what? I was just looking at the photo I posted on Facebook earlier of me with my blonde hair, and I feel like an imposter with this dark hair. I really do. I feel like I am just not I can't even be myself with the dark hair. I'm so meant to have blonde. Alright. So I need to go ahead and spray this again. It's so important with a lot of makeup that you do, including the beauty blender, that you keep your stuff moist. I don't usually use that word because I know so many people don't like it, but it really doesn't bother me. Alright. What I didn't do is I didn't fill this in a little bit. No, I just need to brush that up a little bit more because it's a little bit too dark. I think that's close to perfect for me. My husband is looking at me through the window. Let me see if I can spin this around so you guys can see. I probably shouldn't move this though. No. He's literally eyeballing me. Alright. My eye is still watery. I have such bad allergies. My eyes just get watery all the time. What a creep, you creeper! Staring through the window. Alright. Oh no, what have I done? Well, actually, that does seem like it might be in the right place. So, I kind of like butchered this eyebrow. That's why it's in such bad shape right there. So I have to just carve out where I think it should be, which makes it hard. It really does. I do like the arch on this eyebrow, but I feel like it's too far in. Whereas this one's further towards the end of the eye, and this arch just starts in more. I would love, absolutely love to get my eyebrows microbladed. So when I have to fill them in, I very, very lightly touch this to my skin and make upward hair strokes. And then of course I'm going to brush them all up so that line is not so dark. This eye is still trying to water. Brush that up. Then I'm going to do the same thing very, very lightly. Upward strokes. Alright. So you do have to come with the terms that you're most likely not going to get these two eyebrows to look the same. They're going to be close, but they're not going to be twins. See, I like this one. I think I just need to bring that up a little bit more. There. I have such dry lips, and instead of sitting here and licking them, I should put my lip oil on. My eyes watery. I love that lip oil. And I just got this from the drugstore Boots. It's nice. I haven't even been drinking my tea. Okay. I think my eyebrows are pretty good. If I focus on them for too long, I'm just going to keep finding stuff that I don't like. Because I am quite the perfectionist when it comes to my brows. But I'm really liking everything. I think I just need to fill this area in a little more. I think that's perfect. Looking good. Looking good. Alright. Let's put the brow pomade away, folks. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead in with the concealer brush that I was using before, and I'm just going to do a couple of lines around my eyebrows just to make them look a little more crisp and clean. So fresh, so clean. I love Outcast. I'm such a 90s baby. I can't sing either, so I'm not going to be able to sing it, but the song So Fresh, So Clean by Outkast is always playing in my head when I'm doing my eyebrows. Alright. So basically I'm just outlining my eyebrows. I think that eyebrow is really nice. Then I look at this eyebrow and I'm like, ugh. There we go. And I'm just going to bring this all the way down onto my eyelid. Not my eye, my eyelid. Because this is what I'm going to use for my eyeshadow base. Perfect. Well, I actually need to grab in a little more. I think I've just grabbed in too much. I have I'm just gonna lightly put it on there and then go ahead and take my beauty blender. Gonna spray it as always. Probably sprayed it a little too much. Alright, pat that down. Just wanted to say Pat McGrath, and I have no idea who that is. Is that even a person? I'm probably like saying somebody's name right now. Pat McGrath.
Pat McGrath was a British makeup artist.
Pat McGrath is a British makeup artist?
She is an MBE, is a British makeup artist called the most influential makeup artist in the world by Vogue magazine and other commentators. 2019, she was included in Time's 100 most influential people list.
Wow, how crazy is that? That I just all of a sudden I'm doing my makeup here and I'm thinking
Makeup Association. Crazy.
Makeup Association. That's so nuts. I had no idea, like, that's who I was thinking of. I'm sad. So it must have been in my subconscious mind. Yeah. I can be so silly sometimes. Alright, so shout out to Pat McGrath. Is it McGrath or McGrath with an F?
McGrath.
McGrath. Okay. Shout out Pat McGrath. That's so awesome. One of Time's 100 most influential people. Wow. Alright. I completely forgot to say to you guys, if you like this video, and then I'm going to put my YouTube link down at the bottom, and you guys should subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I am going to be doing makeup looks more often, and more tutorials, and more tea talks. So, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. I feel so stereotypical. Give me a thumbs up. I will link my YouTube so you guys can go over there and hit the subscribe button.
Make it happen.
Alright. So let's go on to do the eyeshadow. The fun stuff. Okay. What did I just... Okay, there it is. So, like I said, this is going to be a natural makeup look, so I'm not going to, like, do anything too out there. It is going to be smoky, because when isn't it smoky with me? I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a neutral, kind of like beige color first. And remember, I said this in my last video, and I went in with this, and I went in with what I was saying was a beige color, and it turned out to be like a brown orange. Oh, yep, good, this is beige. I am just going to do this all over my eye. It's very close to my skin tone. Just a bit darker. Just patting that all over. Should have like a fast forward button during this part, because this is just boring. Boring! Alright. You know what? I think my eyebrows are on point. so now I've done my all over base color. I'm gonna go right in to I think I'm gonna do an all over color. Or, I don't know. What should I do? Should I do an all over color? Should I do one color? Well, it would be two colors at this point. You know what? I am missing a brush. And I bet my husband knows what the next words are going to be that are going to come out of my mouth. They're going to be, someone stole it. Even if we never have anyone around or, you know, anything. I just feel like there's little fairies that come in. The makeup fairies that want your makeup. And they steal it. And then you can't find it. And then they put it somewhere that you knew you didn't put it. But you find it there like a week later. Alright, I'm rambling. Alright, so I'm going to go in with a darker beige color now. Because this is supposed to be a natural look. And I'm just going to pat it above my crease and into my crease. Just patting it really lightly, bringing it all the way down into that crease. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the base color. And no, I'm not. I don't like that brush for blending. I like this brush for blending. And I'm going to blend that line, that dark line, because we don't like dark lines. We like our stuff blended. Blending. Blending is caring. Just like sharing is caring. Blending is caring. See that? That is perfect. Maybe a little more blending. Alright, so now I'm going to keep my brushes together here. I have to remember which brushes I've used for what. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with this little, like, it's very dense, so I need to put the color on very lightly. But I am going to go in with a shimmery burnt orange color because this is supposed to be a natural look. And I'm just going to go right in to the crease. And we're going to take that medium shade that we did, and we're going to blend that into that. Take the lighter one again. Make sure I grab the lighter one, yeah. No, not the lighter one. Ugh, Jesus, the one that had nothing on it. Oh. And blend, 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 blend. This is really boring. I know blending is just, it's what's going to make everything look gorgeously put together, but God, is it boring. It can take a long time, but just keep blending, just keep blending, just keep blending. Blended. Blended is splendid. Alright, so now, trick for you. This is my bronzer brush. I'm going to take my bronzer and I am going to pull the outside of that lid out right to the edge of my face so that it's pulled outwards. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's move on to my other eye now. I have to remember which brushes I used, or I'm not going to be very happy. Okay, so this is the lighter one. This is the dark one. This one had nothing on it. Perfect. So going back in with that crease color, which is a light brown, patting it right above and into the crease. All the way down. Nice. Now we blend until our hand falls off. Pretty much. Okay, now we are going to take that dark, no I didn't do a dark, I did an orange. And I'm going to pat. Pat, pat, pat. My mouth is wide open. Oh, you can see it. I'm going to cover it now. Blending. I feel like you guys are probably dozing off now at this point. Even I am dozing off right now. You know what? That is pretty on point right there. I feel like I just keep on saying on point. But I like this. It's pretty natural, but it's still a smoky eye. So that's nice. I'm going to do one last thing. I'm going to take my smaller dense brush and I'm going to go in with a dark brown and I'm going to go right into the crease with it. Very lightly because I don't want to have to blend this out like crazy again. Alright, and then blend that out real quick. I'm not sure you can use blending and the words real quick in the same sentence together, but let's give it a try. Come on, quick. Alright, that's nice. That's real nice. Just gives it even more of a smoke out. It's really nice. Perfect. I love it. So I'm going to do the same thing with this side that I did with my bronzer brush. I'm just going to pull that right out. And I have something that's going to tie this natural smoky eye completely together. And that's going to be a really light wing. Alright, let's go. So where is my eyeliner? Where's my eyeliner? Don't tell me I'm not going to be able to find my eyeliner. I'm not. Maybe I didn't bring it over here. I know where it is too. Okay. So I really want to use my eyeliner, so I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab that. I found it. All right, here we go. Let's get this finished. Finito. So I am just going to wipe off my mirror. There we go. And I'm going to come on. Why are you not coming out very well? There we go. So I'm going up. And gonna do half of a wing. So that, yeah, whatever you call this thing. All right. So just want to see if my wings are even. This one's definitely longer. All right, now last step, second to last step. Going to take my concealer brush again and just gonna clean up that wing. No, I'm not gonna take my concealer brush. I'm gonna take a really tiny brush. I highlight top of my brow bone, highlight the inside of my eyes. This eye is watery. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead, spray my beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend it out. Might be a little hard, so I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm going to pull down that concealer. Alright, that is looking really nice. So I have a little bit of a highlight color that I'm going to take, and I'm just going to put on the inner corner of my eye. Alright, I'm going to take it down my nose. And I'm going to take a bit of it. Don't know what that was. And I didn't spray this. That's what my problem is. There we go. There we go. Nice. I really need some better highlighters. If you have any highlighter recommendations, list them, please. I'm looking for a really nice highlighter. I saw that the Becca ones are supposedly really nice. Alright, this look would go really great with some fake eyelashes. I don't have any to put on, so I'm just going to use mascara. And I barely drink my tea. Rest in peace to all the half cups of tea that are always left in this world. Or even just in my house. Gonna go ahead in with a second coat because, like I said, falsies would look absolutely great. So, the more I feel, the more smoky the eye, the better it will look with false eyelashes. Alright, if you have a mascara recommendation, please let me know too, because this one is not cutting it. Alright, so, oh yeah, I just have my lip oil on. You know what? I'm feeling a pink. I'm totally feeling a pink for this look. It's nice. It's finally done. After all that blending we had to do. This is, I think today is day 4, maybe, of no washing. So it's looking a little bit greasy. Just to finish my look, I'm going to go in with a little bit of my Studio One dry shampoo. Oh, it smells so nice. It smells so nice. All right. Let it dry a little bit. It feels so clean now. All right. We're done. We are done. Whoops. Okay. Final makeup look. Looks good. I am ready. I feel natural, fairly natural. Smoky eye with a wing. Looks great. I love it. Tell me what you guys think. Give me a like and give me a subscribe. You'll find my YouTube channel link right in the comments. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye.